Hello, everybody. What interesting days and times we live in. Um, Here to basically advise people to watch what you engage in, especially on social media. There's a lot of people that have low vibrations or are in attack mode because they're angry about the world, and they will make a battle out of anything. And they're just looking for energy to steal. They're looking for ways to stay in their story. They're looking for ways to feed off of your higher vibration. I was just in a post that somebody posted about our wonderful world, and there's a shortage of baby formula. And I had this thing that I found, and it showed here's how the baby formula was made way back, and you can do it at home. I posted Oh, there we go. I posted it just as a kind of like a thought for people that are worried about such things. And here's a way you can make your own and just take these simple agreements. And I didn't think much about of it. And then all of a sudden, this lady jumps on and she's like, "That's got high fructose corn syrup in it. The Caro, the internet's crazy." Just shot it down and didn't give an alternative. And yeah, she's researched it. Corn syrup isn't good for us. But if your baby's dying or you can't find food for it or whatever, you're going to take whatever you can do to help. So, I just kind of logically said it. And I kind of said, well, what's your suggestion alternate? And she started calling names and all this stuff. Nothing to do with it. Just she wanted to kind of shoot me right then and there. Now we see this happen all the time. And I'm not mad about it, but there was like a pull. It was like, oh, I got to defend myself. She called a name, all this kind of stuff. But there's no reason to call a name. There's no reason other than to shut down. And you're going to see these practices used by people that aren't happy, that aren't confident in themselves, that want to create a stir and feed and take energy from others so that they can create an incident, a conflict, a something to feel good about themselves for on a topic that was just, yeah, children aren't able to get baby formula right now. So, and if the mother doesn't have breast milk, what are they going to do? They're going to feed them something else? No, use the stuff that was used before, find a new alternative for the thing that's supposedly bad. Everything else was healthy in it. But like shoot the whole solution down rather than be part of the solution, be a problem. And seeding fear and creating uh, like, oh, there's a lack, there's all this kind of stuff. You're going to see this in all the different topics, and they're going to take you into all the different stories about the celebrities and who's doing what and whatever, because it's all there to distract us. It's distracting us from centering and saying, hey, I don't need to be part of that shit. I had a nasty experience I was talking about the other day about a workshop and then not being given the refund, and I sat through it and I sat in love and I responded in truth, and I got it all refunded and all got sorted out. So the less we go into our bad drama of these things never work out or these are bad, the more and more we just sit above it and just say, okay, this is going to be the right outcome. Don't call names, don't get angry, don't project, don't all this kind of stuff, because that's what feeds the darkness, feeds the low vibrations. And we're all rising above it. We're all now fully aware of what feels good and what feels bad. We know what the red flags are in our world. And there was a ton of them in that workshop stuff that I was talking about. And I didn't follow them because I trusted that person and I thought that they were above the story, and it ended up they weren't. And that's okay, because everybody can have their experience. I keep talking about how demented some of this stuff is, but look at the stories that everybody around you has and how important those stories are in their self-definition, in rationalizing that they're a good person or a bad person, or all their past around herbals and staying healthy and all this kind of stuff, whether it's being challenged or not. Everybody's truth is their truth. Let them have their truth. We can't fix anybody. We can't change them. And to wade in when somebody's vehement about it and they want to start name calling and twisting it to it being about them, just step back, just breathe, just honor yourself. Say, okay, how's this going to serve me? Am I trying to change their reality I don't need to change anybody's reality. It's far easier to just walk away and say, okay, good, have a good day, love you. And that changes everything. It changes the energy. It makes you feel better the rest of the day. You're not stewing on it. You're not frustrated that they wouldn't listen or whatever, because it's never been about that. It's about us finding ourselves. I'm okay with my belief, and I'll make a statement to people and say my belief is my belief, and if you agree, great. If you don't. But some people want more than that. They just want to go deep and have a scuffle and feel better and feel like they won, and it's not about that anymore. It's about the win-win. It's about staying calm, letting them have their stuff, let them stew, and you don't have to be the lesson for other people. And I sometimes have been guilty of doing that, sharing a truth or going deeper and insisting on maybe shaking a person's world up, and I don't always have to do that. Sometimes my energy just does that, and you probably feel the same way. Sometimes you're running in more and more into people that have alternate perspectives, and but they're waking up, and sometimes just by you honoring yourself and stepping back and speaking your truth or whatever can be all the difference, without a scuffle, without any negative energy going between at all. And we are just searching to try newer and newer ways, different from what we had before, so we can stay in peace. And it's really about you. It's not about anybody else or what they believe or fixing them or helping them. It's about us. So maybe take a look at that. Maybe take a breath before you wade in on somebody that's being stupid or sharing crap or whatever. Just take a breath. Let them not be their truth. And there's stuff that I run into all the day. Very tight lane. She's parked illegally, but she's got her door wide open, so everybody has to drive around her. Um, but keep that in mind. It'll bring you peace, and then you can bring that peace to other people. It's just magic once we start to look at these things in this new way. So I love you all, and just breathe and listen with it and see if it helps. I love you. Have a great day, and we'll talk soon. Bye.